Welcome everyone. We are in the fourth section of this course. Visualization is a very powerful where we present our data in a graphical way or the data which looks nicer. Basically, whatever we have done in the previous videos, like we have created some tables, dimension tables, fact tables, and then we have built some relationship like in data relationship, joining different tables with each other. We have seen various operations to be performed in the data view on the tables column, creating calculated measures or filters. These are things we have seen, means we have got the data, means connecting to the database, and now it's time to present our data in a meaningful and nicer way. For that, we do have visualization, and in this video I'm going to tell you about visualization, how we can create visualizations as a basic understanding of the interface, so that it will be helpful to our next videos where we are going to practically create some of the very good visualizations or the charts. Now this is the interface. When you can say, when we do have, when we click on this, let's say we have means already we have two pages which we have created. The first is the chart we have created for the population. The second is also we have created. This is two page visualizations, and if you wanted to add a third page as well, we can just click on here the plus icon. We can build some other visualization on this page. Now to rename this chart, we can just rename this. Just right click and select rename, and you can rename this. We can just say a test page. So for this is one thing which is we can do. If you wanted to duplicate this page as well, we can do this as a duplicate page. We can again rename by just clicking on that. So this is one thing which we can do. Now the main important thing is we do have data which is available. You can see these tables, but the thing is how we need to present it on our page. So for that we need to understand various visualizations available here and the options available with this. Now whenever we select any of the chart, let's say we are selecting the chart, and this is the options which when we select, you can see there are options available. When we select this chart, this format and drill, like if you just click on here, you can see that only this menu is available. But when we click on this chart, then you can see this format and data drill option are visible now. When we click on this format, you can see, means we can actually do some formatting. Suppose there are two charts available, and if you wanted to make this as a selection, bring forward, and suppose I wanted to send it this back, send backward, so I can select this send backward, and this chart will be at the top. So this is send to back. We can do this, and so whenever we do create some more visualizations, we need to have these options available. We can do some selection. We can align this as well. So this is something which is aligning. If you wanted to align it to left or right or center, so this thing we can do align bottom. So this is the way whenever we wanted to create some dashboards or visualizations, this alignment will be helpful. Now the other thing which I wanted to show you is about the data drill. So data drill is nothing but the something which is a more advanced thing which we are going to see practically, where what we can do, we are just going from one level to other level. Like suppose the data is like that, country, state or city, then we can drill the data from country to state to city, like this. On a detail level we can see the data. So that is something which is based on the hierarchies, and that we will see in a practical way in another video. But just to understand this concept, that is a drill through or data drill options. Coming to other things which, let's see, means if you click on this, if you click on this charts as well, you can see other options available. There is a view option available. So we do have this page view, fit to width, actual size, which we wanted to select. It depends upon the user's requirement how we wanted to display it. There is a mobile layout as well, where we can select this, and whenever we wanted to create applications or visualizations, so for the smartphones or the mobile display, that we can do it, like we can drag these charts here, and this will give the actual view of the chart, like how it is going to be displayed, like. And we can align it, so that means at the end user, whenever they want it will access this particular thing, they can visualize this application like this. I don't want to do this right now, but I just wanted to show you. There are other options like grid lines. So this is grid line is something which is helpful in the alignment. So basically whenever we wanted to align the two objects correctly, let's say, means suppose this is we wanted to align at the same line, then these grids are useful, so that we can do. Snap to grid is something which is helps us automatically align the objects, so that is one thing which is available. If you wanted to lock these objects, so we can lock, means we cannot click on that and we cannot move. Now there is another options which is filters. Filters is nothing but if you can select this, you can go that you can see that this is got removed. Like you can see, if you wanted to filter on, suppose something which is we wanted to do some filtering of the data, then we can do with this. So if you want, means we can do that, or if you just wanted to minimize this, we can do like this as well. And if you want, we can do this. So then there is an other option of bookmarks as well, where in bookmarks you can add actually bookmarks as well. Means suppose this is the one page which you wanted to keep in a bookmark state. So this will help us to do some data capturing, and it can be used as a reference later. So that is one thing which we can do this. We will see this practically as well, how to use this. Then we do have selection. I mean, if you wanted to select any of the objects, then we can use this selection. It will show the order of the objects. Like we can see these are the three cards, and then it is having the other charts like this. Wherever, whichever selected, it will highlight it. So whenever we have large number of charts and navigating between them is useful when we have this. So tab order is also one thing which is we can see this here. Then performance analyzer and sync slices, we will see this in practically, because these are some of the advanced things and I don't want to go in this right now. I just wanted to see the basic things about the visualizations here. I wanted to show you another insert menu which is available here whenever we have this visualization. So this is visualization window which is showing all the charts available. However, there is one more option which is add visuals to the options. So you can do this as by default it will take one of the column chart only. This is another way where we can add this or directly click on these charts. Then there are key influence, decomposition tree, smart narrative. These are some of the advanced things which we will see it later how to use it. Power apps, Power Automate, Power Paginated report. These are also we will see with some examples. The basic things which I wanted to show you is this text box. So we can add some text box as well here, and we can give some name. We can just type some text here, and we can do some formatting of that text as well. Means if you wanted to increase size, that all things which we can do it here. Means so this is text, then there are some buttons available, left arrow, right arrow, reset, back. So maybe for better navigation for the users about the visualization, these are the buttons which are available, and how to use that we will see it practically as well for some of the things where we can use this. There are some shapes available. If you wanted to use this, then we can use these shapes as well. So these all things are available. So this is all about the visualizations. In the next video we will see how to create a visualization, one example, and then we will go in further understanding more detail about the visualizations and specific to the charts, how to use it. I hope whatever I have explained here is helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, please do let me know in comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and share it with others as well. Thank you for watching.